I would like just to add something about that, because at least from my point of view or my experience, something that it was clear for me. I think all of us has a Birdman, right? I think nobody can deny that we have a Birdman one way or the other. And one thing that it was very clear for me, that as soon as I met Michael and proposed him, and the way he took it, and the way he drive the whole thing, and the way he performed, his self-assurance and the way he deal with this bravely, absolutely naked, physically, hot, physically naked, and emotionally and intellectually in the whole film, I found that I have never worked with somebody so self-secure, you know. I think that he has such a strength in who he is that incredibly he doesn't empower anybody else to tell him who he is and if he worked or what are their strengths or weaknesses. And I could see that, because in order to play that, the way he played is that he's such above that he can have a perspective, a humor and fun. And that comes from a very, very clear vision of who you are, and that was very impressive, and at least a very lesson for me too. It was a really incredible experience in that sense. Okay, well, I think it was that, and it was something more important, which I thought that a few people in the world has the authority to talk about that, being that, and I think that authority to talk about something is important. And I think few people in the world has worded that. And Michael was a pioneer of those global superhero. And having sometimes in perspective, I thought that his knowledge about it, his experience about it, will get something very powerful to the film and meta-dialogue about it. But most importantly, I thought that because I knew that the tone of the film will be extraordinarily difficult to get and to explore and to discover while doing it, I need an actor who has the very rare ability to navigate between drama and comedy simultaneously. So the craft, talent, and experience of Michael was crucial for me to make this film. Without him, I think this film couldn't be made. So it was not a choice. There was no option. I think he was the one that I needed, and I was very lucky to count with his trust, absolutely, and he made possible this film. To leave my comfort zone was a great experience, and for me always I thought that Birdman was an experimental film, and I was absolutely terrified to make it, and I realized that after 40 years old, if you don't do something that terrifies you, it doesn't work to do it. So I exposed myself to that, and I'm happy to haven't done it, you know.